Sometimes I'll have clients that come to me and say, should I stay or should I leave? And the first thing I ask them is, do you like the person you are more when you're with them or when you're not with them? And usually the couples that last are the ones that they genuinely like the person they are when they're together. Whereas the ones that have no chance are the ones that when they're together, they're toxic, they're brutal, they're rude. But to the rest of the world, they're actually quite nice and they're actually quite calm. It's just this relationship is bringing that out of them. So it sounds like from your perspective, you wouldn't like your life half as much if she wasn't in it. And you wouldn't like the person you are half as much if she wasn't the one in your life.
So let's read here. Judge me by the people I avoid. This is very important in a business, as I run a business, or in relationships, or if you're looking for a boss or want to change your work. It's important to go to the best people and avoid the worst people. Don't get into cycles of fighting where people do not see important concepts the same. Listen to what this lady says here. It is critical to ask yourself, am I a better person in this work environment, in this relationship, or does this person in the work environment, the business, the relationship bring out the worst in me? Don't get involved with people where there's constant fighting and you guys can't see eye to eye. The underlying problem is you do not see the most important concepts of life the same. And if they don't want to change, you're going to carry on in an ongoing cycle of conflict. Get out of there.
Usually the couples that last are the ones that they genuinely like the person they are when they're together. Whereas the ones that have no chance are the ones that when they're together, they're toxic, they're brutal, they're rude. But to the rest of the world, they're actually quite nice and they're actually quite calm. It's just this relationship is bringing that out of them. So it sounds like from your perspective, you wouldn't like your life half as much if she wasn't in it. And you wouldn't like the person you are half as much if she wasn't the one in your life.
Let's read here. The best math you can learn is how to calculate the future cost of current decisions. Critical. This is so important when dealing with people and watching yourself. What kind of person do they bring out in you? Often I've heard talks on how do you know someone is sent into your life by Satan or by God? Watch what kind of person they bring out in you. Do they constantly bring drama, sin, fighting, anger, or frustration? Or some people, sent by God obviously, bring out hope, joy, encouragement, enthusiasm, new ideas, creativity? Run from those that bring out the negative stuff and make effort with the people that bring out the good stuff in you. I say again, you must run. No one's going to do this for you. If you're not going to run and take action, you can end up lifelong being destroyed and systematically broken down. You must do this. So just a quick look in why people end up fighting where when they started, they actually liked each other. I think a lot of this comes down to cultural iceberg. As you can see there, the cultural iceberg that you see quickly and at first are the superficial things in a person. The music they like, the food they eat, their language, their style of holiday, their fashion, how you're attracted to them, how charming they are. So you're attracted to someone superficially. But what people do not do is before they go into a business with a boss or before they marry or start dating, they don't first check the cultural iceberg under the water, which is more difficult to see. Things like you can see their communication styles and rules, facial expressions, how people communicate, personal space, body language. Displaying emotions is incredibly important. Does the person lose it and fight and scream? Tone of voice. Do people like sorting things out? Then you can see their notions of courtesy, friendship, cleanliness, modesty, beauty. Approaches to religion. It's amazing. Some people are attracted to people that views of things like religion, raising children, how you make decisions, and problem solving are totally different. You cannot pick someone because they look charming and beautiful and nice, and you haven't checked the deep underlying cultural belief system. So that's how people end up liking each other, liking a boss at first, liking a person they're dating at first, and then as time goes on, the things fall totally apart because they have got into a situation and a relationship where they never check the fundamentals.